Hey folks, AceTCG here, and in today's video we have an OP05 matchup that you're going to see quite often. On the left I'm playing the purple Luffy, and on the right we have Ben from Locals playing the Enel. Now he's on the play, so he gets to go first. We see no turn 1 play from them. I don't think they have one. Some of them are running the Big Mom package, so have the pudding, I suppose, but I know that we are using the Sky Island package here. Our Ben is on the right hand side, so now he's just thinking around the thought process of like, there's no point trying to stall out purple Luffy because I'm going to self damage that. Gadatsu isn't going to get as much value, so he's just thinking here about like swinging big, which I do think is the right thing if you don't have a turn 3 play. Yeah, it's pretty fun. You don't really want to play anything out too much anyway, in case there's going to be a poorly coming soon. So yeah, maybe he could have played that Brûlé that we can see in his hand, but it comes down to it. So yeah, we see we start my turn. I draw, go to 4, and then use leader ability to go to 5 down here. I have a lot of plays in hand and quite a few like decisions to make here. I just want to beat it down a little bit. Swing at lead for 5. He goes ahead and takes that. In this matchup, I think it could be it's a little bit weird because sometimes it's very easy for them to take the damage. So I like to just swing minimum, and it's a bit hard to see because of the lighting. It's still something I'm working on, but I do drop tap 5, play the Magellan, down -1, and force him to -1 as well. I think it's super important in this matchup that we're able to like get that value from that. Ben swings for 5 here into Luffy, and I go ahead and stop that with a Scratch Mana Poo, and then we see him tap 4 and play out the looking at the top 5 for a Holly or Holy, whichever one it is. Unfortunately misses here, and then we get to see if they have one in hand, which I don't know if he does. I don't think he does, no. And then passes it back over to me. So I'm on 6 Don currently, draw for turn. You see I draw the Kaido there, which is nice. I'm sitting kind of pretty. Swing 6 at lead with the Magellan. I don't feel too scared about this because the Holly's not 6k currently until he has 2 life. Now it is, but even if he does, like, Don -2 from Magellan, yeah. And the other reason is I have another Magellan here. So back-to-back Magellans, which is like the perfect curve, especially against yellow and blue, this format, where you just want to slow them down as much as possible. I've effectively just slowed down the use of the Yamato by a complete turn, which is just huge, absolutely huge in this matchup. Swings an L into lead for 5. I block here with a page 1, and then goes out and swings the into lead again here, and this is 6 now. So it's a weird deck to play against the Enel, and I think it's one that you need to practice a lot, because even though I'm sitting really pretty, it's like I'm gonna have to really take this to the long game, like, and just draw it out and see where we go with things, and have a huge board and slowly whittle down. And it can be quite frustrating, and you have to have patience. And I'm not known for a person with patience. We see I think it's called Shura, come out here, and then we also see a Brûlé getting played for 3. I think he grabbed an on with the Shura there. I'm not 100% sure. I go to 7 Don this turn because I Don minused again with Magellan last turn. And I go ahead and swing 6 into the here. I kind of just want to slow down his board a little bit. I know it's, you know, going to take a while and he's going to eventually get big things out. So I just want to slowly whittle him down. He goes ahead and goes down to the 1 life here, takes the 6 from the Magellan, and I do not want to be attacking him when I only have 1 attack when he's on that 1 life, because that's just going to allow him to not necessarily gain advantage, because he may not get a trigger or like thingy, but he definitely gains filter from that, because he's able to gain the card to hand, use an Enel ability, and go for it. And we can see that Ben has, what's that, 8 cards, 9 cards in hand. So yeah, still has a lot of choice and is still in a weird like situation. The fact that I had double Magellan is super useful here to slow him down, because right now I believe he's on 7 Don, so he would have been at 9. If he does have Yamato, he could have like cracked that off, which would have been scary. Swings 6 with an L into purple Luffy. So the weird thing about having the Magellans out here is it kind of like forces him to go face with a lot of his stuff, which is both good and bad for me. So yeah, it is what it is. We see an get played down, and then it does find the Holly, and then plays the Holly as well. Keeps the 2 open. I believe Ben's running L4 in this list. Yeah, we can see 2 in his hand there, so that just gives him some choices. I start my turn, I have 9 Don, and I swing 6 into lead with the kid. I'm going to start milking his hand out a little bit here. This is where it's kind of okay for you to do, because you have multiple attacks going in, so even if he pops stuff, you're still gonna start to like slowly filter it down. You see that he discards the Thunderbolt here from hand to get the heal back with the Enel. I go ahead and I swing 5 again at lead, so it's like 6, 6, 6, and then I tap 9 and play out the Kaido. Kaido really is like the answer in this, KOing the Om, and then I get the 1 done back from the Eustace Kid. Just thinking about my possible plays here. I do run a Blast Breath in this list, so I'm just thinking, I don't think I have one in my hand, but I am just thinking, do I want to be like fully tapping out my Don just to make sure that this 11 goes through. So yeah, fully swinged out, and I'm in a situation where I'm like, I'm feeling pretty good, I'm feeling okay, but it's always very weird against Enel. Swings the 5 with Enel into my lead. I'm just going to stop that. I want to keep as much health as I can here. Goes ahead and does the same thing, and I drop the Kid here, and I don't think that's the right play really. I think I should be keeping that, because it's always nice to have like more blockers, but again, I'm still getting used to it. I don't often play decks where I kind of need to have like blockers left up and stuff like that, so it is something I'm still getting used to. You can see I have an ulti, a Magellan, and I believe another Kaido in hand, and I'm running Missile Sunday in this list as well, so I'm just counting it down. I believe I'm on 7 now, so gonna swing 7 into leader, and then I'm remembering it all, it's all coming back now. He hits the Bej straight off the bat, which just kind of suck, and I swing 7 into lead again here, just get more pressure. Out there, takes it, discards the Enel, and gets another health back. I'm just trying to keep his hand as low as possible here, and like at least get a few cards from it. I know it's probably going to take me a few more turns before I'm actually going to be able to break through, and finally take the dub. I think the scary thing about yellow is literally like at any point they can just like do this, right, where they just make you go on forever. You just slowly cry inside. Yeah, another swing here with the Magellan, and he this is 2k. I swung that Magellan into the Holly there, and I tap 5 and play the Missile Sunday, drawing a card and getting a done back. I quite like the Missile Sunday. I don't think it's necessary, to be honest, but I do like either having the Missile Sunday or having the Paulie on the turn after you use Kaido, so that you can recoup your Don and then you can go back into a Kaido at some point, which is super tasty. Just turning my Kaido back around because it wasn't tapped, it couldn't attack because of the barge. I think Ben drew a Yamato for turn here, so he is able to tap 9 and gain another life and have another huge body, which is a little bit scary. It puts me in a situation where I'm like, my hand isn't great. Like, I have 3 no-K counters in my hand. No-K counters. And I do have 2 2Ks, but yeah, he's probably going to start swinging at my board here. So yeah, lots going on in my brain. Again, this is a matchup where you need to have patience, and that's something that I'm still learning into this. But yeah, definitely weird. I still don't know if Enel is better than the Katakuri, but I think it's a completely different deck. I do think they're the same color. I just think you need to have different mindsets when playing against them. One is very much like thinking very correctly about your plays and taking your time and being patient, and the other is kind of more towards praying that you don't get unga-bunged. Swings 5-5 into lead. I block both because I want to have a high health, and then he swings a Yamato into the Kid blocker here, and then passes it over. So at this point, I'm looking at my hand. I have an ulti, and that's the only form of protection that I have. I don't have any blockers at all, so I kind of just need to go for it here, because if he decides to go for it next turn, then I'm just utterly goobered. Do I, in retrospect, think this is the correct play? I don't know, to be honest. I think I could realistically be swinging at the Yamato here, get rid of his Holly, like get rid of the Yamato, and then again like slowly whittle down some of the resources. Yeah, we see the TB on the Magellan here when I swing. I swing with the Kaido on his last life. He takes it, and I do have another Kaido here. And that is going to take the game. But thank you very much for watching here. I'm able to swing 12 with the Kaido, kill the Holly, and go for it. Yeah, thanks for watching.